Mike Tomlin signs a 3-year extension through 2027. Now there's reports coming out that he was thinking about maybe getting into TV, maybe going elsewhere, which is why this deal probably had to get done. Congrats to you guys getting a little more consistency. 55 years, 3 coaches.
It's pretty
Absurd.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Chuck Noll, he had 12 playoff appearances during his era, 4 Super Bowl titles, 4 AFC championships. Bill Carr, he had 10 playoff appearances, a Super Bowl title, and 6 AFC championships. Mike Tomlin, 11 playoff appearances, 1 Super Bowl, 3 AFC championship appearances with 17 consecutive non-losing seasons, which we all know is a very difficult thing to do in the NFL. Now, is he going to win a playoff game? Is he going to win a Super Bowl? That is what the question is over the next 3 years through 2027. What are your expectations? And how does Mike Tomlin get through this with everybody saying, yeah, that was a good move to extend him another 3 years?
Yeah, the locals, it was split yesterday on whether they were happy or not with the extension because of, no playoff wins since 2017, which is alarming, and it got really, really loud for Mike last year, Coach Tomlin last year during the whole MAC Canada stuff, and are we even trying? Is the Steelers' way done? Is it dead? There has been a bit of a rejuvenation, I would say, this offseason with the signing of the quarterbacks, with the changing of the offensive coordinator and all that, everything that they've added. That there is a bit of a, just like every offseason, and the draft. There's a lot of positivity going into this season, but if the results are the same, it's going to get loud again. And I don't know if it getting loud last year contributed to the speculation on whether he was going to walk away or go to a different team or go to TV or what it was. I love Coach T. He's been my coach, him and Bill, obviously, Mr. Carr. But I like the extension.
How do you feel about these photos right here?
It's wild.
Isn't it crazy? They say some things about how people age. I'm not going to say it.
Nope.
But cameras, we're talking cameras age wonderfully.
Sure.
Look at the technology.
Say the guy on the left aged more?
That guy on the left looks like he maybe aged somehow 40 years. And Tomlin somehow got younger there after shaving the head and does the entire. I liked it at the beginning. We're shirt, tie. Okay, we're going to lock this thing up. We're a young head coach. Nobody really knew how the hell he got the gig in Pittsburgh whenever he was signed from the Minnesota Vikings defensive secondary, I think, whenever he got the head coaching job. And in Pittsburgh, obviously that's a massive chair. There had only been 2 coaches in the last, 40 years before that. So who's the next head coach? Who's it going to be? And then Mike Tomlin gets hired, and a lot of people in Pittsburgh go, who? We signed some. Pittsburgh Steelers used to be a real organization. Pittsburgh Steelers used to want to actually win. Now we're signing guys to be our head coach that ain't nobody ever heard of. He's in their shirt and tie, and all he's done is take Pittsburgh by storm. Obviously, he and Ben Roethlisberger had an incredible run. The post-Roethlisberger era has certainly been a questionable one. But will Mike Tomlin be able to lead this squad with 2 quarterbacks, brand new to the city, back into the playoffs, back into a title contendership? We shall see. That's what he'll be judged on. Stephen A. Smith, who is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, said that he thinks it's the right move, but he doesn't think they win a Super Bowl.
Not a chance.
So in Pittsburgh, they say, then that's not the right move because that's literally all people in Pittsburgh think about is winning Super Bowls. Not easy right now in the AFC, though.
No,
so what are realistic expectations, you think, for Tomlin over the next few years with 2 quarterbacks that just got brought into the building who both kind of have their own shit to them?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that, though?
I kind of agree that it is the right move, keep it and doing an extension with Coach Tomlin because I love Coach Tomlin. I think he is the right coach. Super Bowl is always the want, always the expectation, but when you just brought in Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, who I don't know if they're Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
Whoa! Russell's already won one.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Is Mike Tomlin a Super Bowl winning coach? Yes. Does he have Super Bowl winning quarterbacks? I don't know. Yet Russ won those Super Bowls a long time ago.
When Mike won his Super Bowl?
Long time ago as well.
Okay.
Long.
Okay, so we got more belief in.
Yeah, but coaches age like a fine wine. Okay,
you see Russell Wilson? He's burying 3s. You see him in the uniform?
Oh yeah, new haircut. He looks so good. He looks so good.
You're right. With Team 3, he may be or aging just like a quarterback.
Who? Russ?
Yeah.
Dude.
He looks younger than ever.
Yeah. That was the most Pittsburgh
looking. He shaved his head too.
That was the most Pittsburgh looking Steeler quarterback I have ever seen in my entire life. I believe we're trying to find the photo right now. Russell Wilson is cheesing ear to ear. You're talking about a guy that's getting paid a king's ransom from another team. Coming into Pittsburgh, getting paid absolutely nothing and being a hero around town. This is Russell Wilson revenge season.
Sure.
This is Russell Wilson's time to go. And if he sucks, look how
boom. I mean, look at that
guy.
It's Pittsburgh. I see that.
You
That's
can just
Pittsburgh.
hear the song. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go.
Russell's
going to the Super Bowl. Here we go.
He's smiling big in the time.
Here we go.
He's Russell Wilson. He's throwing it around.
Here we go.
A little corny, but who cares? Because if he wins, Pittsburgh's everywhere.
Here we go.
And then if he sucks, he's going to get cooked, ruined by Pittsburgh shit talkers, which are a bit savage bunch. And then Justin Fields comes in. And wait a minute, there was high hopes for Justin Fields too. Is he going to be the one who's going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike Tomlin to the next level over the next 3 years? We shall see. It's a beautiful time.
I actually hope Russ succeeds because if he doesn't, Justin Fields comes in and say he plays moderately well, okay? You're going to have to pay Justin Fields off of one.
Oh, let's not worry about success.
One
plenty of
season.
money.
No. And I don't want to pay a quarterback like, I don't know, Daniel Jones off of one season, and then you are screwed for the next 4.
Justin Fields asked the Bears to go to Pittsburgh.
He did,
He wants to
because
take
he's
care of it. That's obviously big news. We'll talk to Kaboli in the second hour. Can't wait to hear that. 9-year NFL vet. Darius J. Butler is
Yes,
here.
sir.
Darius, whenever you think about the Pittsburgh Steelers, obviously you think like hard-nosed football, good football, sound football. And when the Steelers played us, they've beaten the shit out of the Indianapolis Colts, obviously, and done that whole thing. Have they lost their luster, though? Have the Pittsburgh Steelers become a team that nobody really expects to be a Super Bowl winner? And is that problematic? And how do you get back to that?
To answer that question, honestly, I would say yes. Currently, you don't. When you think Steelers, you don't think Super Bowl.
You think like
don't
8,
think
9
elite, you
wins?
don't- Exactly. You think average.
No losing
You
season.
think average.
yeah.
You think average.
Shut up.
Playoff berth, maybe. And something you didn't say when I always thought of Steelers is defense. Like that's the first thing out.
Yeah.
Physical defense. You know it's going to be a tough out when you go there or they come to your house. So obviously got to get some things going. But you got 2 options at quarterback. Some people always say you got 2 quarterbacks. You got none. And Fields, if he does have a good year, he has shown some promise early on. And if I was a Steelers fan, that would be the guy I would want to get in there and just go, full steam ahead and see his prime in a Steelers uniform. But hey, you do have a Super Bowl winning quarterback in Russ. He is in pole position right now.
Yep.
So we'll see if that defense can carry him, obviously, until they figure it out at a quarterback position.
Here's Russell Wilson for the Denver Broncos last year, down 23-7 in the fourth. He probably has maybe 14 yards complete. He can still do that.
Yeah.
He can still do that. Now, Sean Payton allegedly, potentially wanted him out of the building, so didn't give him maybe the best foot forward whenever they were putting together game plans
Definitely
or
not.
play calling and things of that nature. But there was some times where Russ was cooking. If you listen to Dan Orlovsky last year, Russ is still a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about how bad the Denver Broncos are, and obviously they give up 70 to the Miami Dolphins and everything like that, and they're not winning a lot of games. And is Sean Payton out? Are they going to bring Rex Ryan in? Is Russell Wilson still got it? And then you see highlights like that throughout the entire season. You're like, Russ still got it. Is Artie Smith going to be able to bring out the best in Russell Wilson and let him cook over there on a contract here for Naj?
Yeah.
Maybe for Naj. George Pickens, is he going to keep Steelers stuff in his Instagram the entire year? That's a whole nother question.
No way.